Hello and welcome. We're back for another half and half yoga class, half gentle, half yin yoga. The first half, we're gonna just explore some slow flow, really connect with our breath and our body. And then the second half, we will dive into some yin postures. This week, we're gonna focus more on heart openers. The past 2 weeks, we have focused on some work through the hips. So just gonna mix it up a little bit. So we're gonna get started on the mat. So come to your mat if you would like. We've been placing our blankets just in the center of the mat. If you have any sort of crunchiness through your knees, need a little bit more cushion, it's an excellent way to just kind of accommodate that need throughout your practice. So I always like to just keep that right there. And we're going to actually start in a seated posture. So just coming to the tailbone, crisscrossing at the shins, and you can come right behind the mat. But just sitting up nice and tall, drawing the shoulders together and down the spine, allowing your heart to be lifted and open. Then go ahead and flip the palms open to the ceiling, allowing the backs of your hands to rest to the knees. Finding a nice neutral spine. And just start to focus your attention on your breath, inhaling through your nose. And exhaling through the nose. Allowing that breath to funnel through the back of your throat on the exhale. Inhaling through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Noticing the cool air entering your body through the nose. And notice the warmth of the breath as you exhale. And just closing your eyes. With each inhale and exhale, just becoming more aware of your presence in this space. Maybe noticing your body in this space. Maybe this is the first time you've slowed down enough just to feel. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhaling your arms all the way up. And exhaling, drawing hands down to heart center. Elbows wide, palms pressed. Inhale, arms all the way up. Nice circular motion with the arms. Really feel that extension all the way to the fingertips. And exhaling, hands draw to heart. One more time, inhale, reach up. And exhale. Inhale, both arms all the way up. But this time we're going to exhale, opening your heart to the right. Sweep your left hand to the right knee. Go ahead and take the right fingertips to the floor behind you. And just give a gentle gaze over the right shoulder. Continued breath. Inhaling, neutral spine, arms reaching up. And exhale, open your heart to the left. Left hand meets the floor behind you. Right hand to the left knee. Inhaling, lifting up through the heart. And exhaling, just a gentle gaze over the left shoulder. Just hold one breath. Inhaling arms all the way up. And exhaling, go ahead and interlace the hands behind you. You can soften your elbows if you like. Maybe extend the arms. Maybe drop the knuckles into the floor as you reach the heart up. Look up. Nice big breath in. And exhale, go ahead and release the hands. Inhale, arms all the way up. And this time we're going to exhale, fold forward. So you can stay nice and high in the hands. Just kind of sink back into your hips. Deep inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, draw yourself back up to a neutral space. Inhale, both arms up. Exhaling, open to the right. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, look a little bit more over the right shoulder. Inhale, sweep to neutral, arms up. And exhaling, open up to the left, right hand to left knee. Inhale, heart lifting. And exhaling, look back. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, hands sweep behind you. Interlace the fingers, maybe extend the arms, maybe press the knuckles. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. And exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold. Just hold it right here. Maybe even finding a little bit deeper of a posture this second time through. Maybe relaxing your head. Maybe shake the head, yes and no, no and yes. One more inhale. And exhale. And then press yourself up to seated. And then we're going to go ahead and extend the legs forward. You can keep softness through the knees if that feels good to you. But inhaling, take the arms all the way up. And this time, reaching the heart, reaching the ribs, folding forward over the legs. Maybe take the hands to frame the shins, the ankles, the feet, beyond, doesn't matter. But keep the heart reaching forward. Shoulders drawn back. If you need a little bit more, maybe flex the feet. If you need a little less, maybe soften the feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, go ahead and press yourself up to seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhaling, open to the right. Just reach the right hand back. You don't have to sweep to the ground. Just reach shoulder level, look up. Inhale, sweep to neutral. And exhaling, open up to your left. Left arm reaching back. Look back to the left hand. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, sweep the hands behind you. We're just going to press into the palms, fingertips facing forward. Soften the elbows if you need, but lifting the heart. Opening the rib cage. Opening the belly. Deep inhale. And exhale, coming up to a neutral space. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, hold. And exhale, go ahead and press yourself up. Awesome. We're going to sweep the feet to one side or the other, and we're going to come to a tabletop, taking your knees to that blanket if you have one. pressing the palms into the floor. Awesome. You can keep the toes tucked or untuck the toes, whatever feels good to you. But we're going to have a nice neutral spine. Deep inhale. And exhaling, draw your hips to the back right corner of your mat. So really pressing into that back right corner. You may notice that your right hip is just off of alignment from the right ankle. You might feel that stretch creep from the glutes all the way into the lower right back and into the spine, maybe into your rib cage. Inhaling up to a neutral space, you kind of roll through this, and exhaling, take your left hip back toward the left corner of the mat. Kind of adjust the hands wherever feels good. Maybe noticing the details through the left hip into the lower back and maybe through the rib cage. Deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead and come back up to a neutral space. Awesome, pressing the palms in. Inhale, fill up. And exhaling, go ahead and draw the right shoulder back. Drawing the right shoulder closer to the right hip. You're gonna keep the belly even with the floor. So you're gonna feel some stretching through the left abdomen, the obliques. Deep inhale. Exhale to a neutral space. Inhale, fill up. And exhaling, drawing the left shoulder, left hip closer together, feeling that extension through the right side. Deep inhale. And exhale back to a neutral space. Inhale, fill up. And exhaling, go ahead and press your hips back toward the heels. Arms extended, coming into a child's pose for just a moment. So you can take your forehead down if you like. Maybe your chin comes down to the ground. Maybe you have a nice neutral neck. Deep inhale. And exhale. Walk the fingertips out a little bit further. Draw the shoulders back. Keep pressing the palms in. Noticing how the details of our hands feels through the arms, the shoulders, just that active presence of the hands. Deep inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Inhale, coming up to a tabletop posture. And exhale. Inhale, fill up. And exhaling, go ahead and walk your hands back toward the knees. We're going to keep the hips over the knees as we come to this upright posture. Inhaling both arms all the way up. And then exhaling, sweeping the hands to the lower back. Awesome. So this is option one. Hands to lower back. You can really press into the hip bones. But start to press the hips forward as you lean into the hands. Maybe feel your belly stretch. Maybe open the heart a little bit more. Look up. Really support the lower back. This is option one. Option two, reaching back to the heels. Maybe come up to the toes. And just feel that opening a little bit further through the front side body. Continued breath. One more deep inhale. Exhaling, slowly coming up to that upright, and then take the hands to the ground. And coming back to the tabletop, rock the hips from side to side. Tucking the toes, slowly, mindfully, inhaling, lifting up through the knees, and drawing your heart back towards your thighs. So we're coming into our very first down dog. Sometimes this can feel intense, so if this at any point feels intense, you can always come back to tabletop and just move through the posture in that way. Let your head relax. Continued breath. Maybe shake your head, yes and no, no and yes. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, kick the right heel up, keep the hips even with the ground. And exhaling, we're going to take a big sweeping step with the right foot. But you can take as many steps as you need. So if you need to assist yourself with your right hand to draw the right foot forward, we're going to lower the left knee down. You can keep the left hip over the left knee if that feels good to you. Maybe start to shift the hips slightly forward. You'll feel some opening through the left hip as you reach up. Inhale, take the arms up. And just as we did before, exhaling, we're going to open up to the right, taking your left hand to your right knee. Right arm's going to reach back. Look back to the right hand if that serves you, or just kind of diagonally if it's a softer spinal twist for you that feels good. You'll feel this beautiful twist through the abdomen and really feel that intensity through the left hip, wherever you're at. Continued breath. Deep inhale. And exhale, hold. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up. And exhaling, go ahead and take both hands to the inside of your right foot. And the hips can be drawn as far forward as or as far back as you like. But just let the hips sink and settle wherever you are. Deep inhale. And exhale, hold. Pressing your left hand into the ground. Inhaling, draw the right arm all the way up. Awesome. So we can stay right here. Maybe take your right hand behind your head, cradle your head, open up a little bit further through the heart, through the chest, through the rib cage. Option here to rotate to the outer edge of the right foot and really feel that opening through the hips as well. So you can stay here, arm reaching up, foot planted. Just take it where it feels best. Deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead and release. Right hand is going to come to the outside of the right foot. Awesome. And we're going to step the right foot back to meet the left. Slowly, mindfully start to lift the knees, coming back to your down dog. Or you can stay in tabletop. Either way is fine, but inhaling, take the left leg up, hips even with the ground. Deep inhale. And exhaling, we're taking a big sweeping step with the left foot. Take as many steps as you need. Assist yourself with your left hand if you like. But drawing the left foot to meet the hands, lowering the right knee. Hips as far forward as feels good. You can also draw it back. You're still going to feel benefit no matter where you are on the scale. So just really listen. What feels good to this side at this time? Inhaling both arms all the way up. And exhaling slowly, mindfully, opening your heart to the left. Left arm reaches back, right arm can reach forward, taking the right hand to the left knee, and then start to turn the gaze back to the left hand. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill up. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms, neutral spine. And this time, exhaling, take both hands to the inside of the left foot. So again, hips can be drawn forward, drawn back. Just really allow yourself to sink and settle through the left hip, through the right hip. Hands firmly placed. Sink, settle. Exhaling, weight shifting into your right hand. Inhaling, draw the left arm all the way up. Again, we can stay right here. Feel that benefit through the left hip, through the heart, through the rib cage. Maybe we cradle the head. Look up a little higher. Option as well, rotate to the outer edge of the left foot and let the hips sink in a little bit more. If that feels good, we can go there. One more, deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead and release. Hands frame your left foot. Awesome. Draw the left foot back to meet the right foot. Inhale, nice neutral spine. And exhaling, take the hips to the back right corner of the mat. Inhale to center, kind of rotate through. And then exhaling, hips to the back left. Inhale, rotate to center. And exhale, drop the hips back to the heels, child's pose. This time, come up to the fingertips, lifting the palms. Walk the fingertips out a little bit more. Continue to let your heart fall. Maybe take the hands a little bit closer together. If that's really intense through the shoulders, just take them wider. And let your head relax if you like. Some deep inhale. And exhale. Press your palms, inhaling up to a tabletop. And exhaling, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, high through the heels. And exhaling, we're going to walk our feet to meet our hands all the way at the top of the mat. Awesome. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Soften the knees if you like. We're coming into this fold a little bit deeper to start. Sinking through the hips. Feeling that intensity through the hamstrings. Feeling really grounded through our feet. Deep inhale. Exhale. With our fingers grazing the ground, inhale, fill up. And exhaling, keep your hips square to the front of your mat. Exhaling, we're going to walk our hands over to the right side. Maybe walk our left fingertips out a little bit further. So again, keep the knees nice and soft if that means you can reach a little bit further down to the ground. Maybe feel that opening through your left side body. Deep inhale. Feel that compression through the right, just as we did in that tabletop, drawing the hip and the shoulder close together. And exhaling, walk yourself through neutral over to the left side. Maybe walk the right fingertips out a little bit further, sink and settle, deep inhale. Feeling that opening through the right side body. Deep inhale. And exhaling, coming to a neutral space. Inhale, rolling all the way up to standing. Really let the arms be heavy. Let the shoulders kind of round down as you reach down. Let your head drop, chin to chest. Deep inhale. Exhaling, draw the shoulders back. Plug the shoulders back, heart reaching forward. Inhale, both arms all the way up. And exhaling, interlace your fingers behind you, just as we've done before. And you can keep that softness through the elbows, or you can extend through the arms. Either way is fine. But inhale, we're going to fill up. And exhale, reaching your heart, reaching your ribs, folding over the legs. Maybe take your hands up to the ceiling or over the head. Nice big heart opening posture. You can keep the legs extended, finding greater length through the hamstrings into the hips, or you can keep it soft, keeping your chest kind of pressing to the thighs. Deep inhale. Exhaling slowly, mindfully. Go ahead and release the hands. Inhaling halfway left. Take your hands to shins, heart reaching forward. And exhale. Go ahead and soften your knees. We're going to sweep all the way down to a seat. Now, if you have pillows beside you, awesome. What I'm going to recommend, because I think this is going to be a little bit more universally, not intense, but intense. Take that blanket that we were sitting on, and I want you to roll it. So you want to have this nice cylinder of fabric, okay? Just enough that you could kind of reach your hands around it. Not that your fingers would touch, but that you could hold on to it. So about this thick. Awesome. So I want you to set that in the center of your mat. And this is where we're kind of moving into that yin phase of our practice. And with heart openers, just a couple things to keep in mind. So heart opening postures are not only physically opening our hearts, but you can also kind of drum up a lot of emotion. So just keep that in mind as you come into this space, knowing that, you know, we are so conditioned to hover and shield ourselves. And so it can be a very vulnerable place for us to open up, even physically. So just keep that in mind. Kind of find yourself in compassion and love during this posture. So what you want to do is you want to sit right in front of that blanket. So the blanket is kind of touching your tailbone. And depending on how this feels in your spine, some people like to have a little bit of an arch through the lower back. Some people, that doesn't work well. It kind of hurts the lower back. So I'm going to show you two variations. The first variation being, if you're sitting in front of it, you want to kind of reach the arms forward, and you're going to lower yourself down so the spine attaches itself to this like mini bolster. I'm going to call it a mini bolster. And then you can reach the arms out as you come into this heart opening posture. Option number 2 is you're going to sit on the end of it. So this is going to be for anyone who may not enjoy a little bit of a hyperextension through the lower back. And you can lower yourself down, really reach the arms forward. It's going to allow your shoulders to kind of wrap around that blanket. And what will happen is it'll most likely take up the length of the spine. So you'll have a little bit where the blanket comes to the base of the head, and your head can kind of lie back, which is ideal. So as you come into this heart opening posture, you can keep the feet kind of pressed, bottoms of the feet together, knees nice and wide. You can crisscross at the shins if you like. You can also extend the legs fully. But as you come into the posture, heart is going to be nice and open. And we're just going to remain here. You can make any little adjustments that you need. really giving ourselves plenty of time and space to allow our heart to open even further. So you may notice places where you're kind of holding on to some of that muscle tension. I want you to really breathe into that space and see if there's any way that you can release some of that control. Maybe noticing your hips pressing into the ground, pressing into the base of the blanket. And always using these moments where we're really grounded. Our hips are really grounded, our body's really grounded, we're close to the earth. Just as a gentle reminder that you are loved and you are supported. Continued breath. With every inhale and exhale, just allow the shoulders to melt in a little bit more. Continued breath. One more deep inhale and exhale. Start to wiggle a little bit, start to move. Go ahead and rotate to the right side, just rolling off of that mini bolster. And then I want you to go ahead and move it to the side for just a moment. From this posture, we're going to roll all the way over to the belly. And just get settled in here. Hands can rest under the shoulders, maybe rest the forehead, maybe draw the chin to the chest. Deep inhale. Exhale. And inhaling, we're going to reach our right arm out by our right side. Palm is going to face the ground. So you're going to press that hand in. Left hand's going to remain under the left shoulder. And go ahead and let your right shoulder come all the way down to the ground. So kind of press it in. And then we're going to lift our left leg up. And we're going to open up through the hips, starting to feel our heart lift from the ground. You want to keep your right arm parallel to the front of your mat, but go ahead and reach the left toes to the ground behind you. Now, I have a bolster back here. If you want to take a pillow to just assist yourself, you can do that, or you can take it all the way to the ground. But as you press the left hand in, you're going to notice that your heart starts to open through the right pectoral muscle. So you can stay right there, or you can reach the left arm back, and you can even take that mini bolster under the head just to rest. So it's a pretty active pose in that you are prying the heart open. You are prying the chest open. I'm going to move my bolster out of the way because I won't want it. But again, if you want that assistance, you want a little bit higher of a lift on the left leg, you're welcome to it. But as you're here, keep reaching the left arm up or reaching the left arm back. You can also take the left hand to the lower back and just kind of draw the elbow back if that feels a little bit more comfortable. And for some, you may be able to interlace the hands behind you. But notice how the breath is doing a lot of this work for you. Every time you inhale, you feel the rib cage open up, you feel the heart open up. And we'll add in one more counter posture after we even things up. It's so important. What's really interesting about heart openers is not only can we feel a lot of emotions, but we also can trigger some dopamine responses in the brain. So chemical releases in the brain that make us happier, that make us feel lighter, that make us feel more energized. Continued breath. Continued breath. Deep inhale. Exhaling, go ahead and release that left arm. Take your left hand all the way to the mat, and then we're going to slowly press into the right hand, lifting the left leg, drawing yourself back to a neutral space. Really take your time. No rush. Let your forehead rest. Finally, through the back of your neck. Deep inhale. And exhale. Kind of resetting our spine. And then when you're ready, reaching the left hand out, arm parallel to the front of the mat, palm facing down. Right hand under the right shoulder. And then inhaling, taking the right leg, lifting up from the hip, start to rotate over to the left. Opening up through the right side. Again, if you want to have that bolster or that pillow behind you to take the right foot to it or the right leg, you can. Maybe start to feel your heart open. Keep pressing the palm in. You can take your left side of your head down to that mini bolster if you like. Option to stay right here. Option to reach the right arm up. You can take it up to the ceiling, you can take it to the lower back, just opening up through the heart, or you can take the hands to interlace. So part of these postures, we're really getting into that deep connective tissue. You're gonna feel it through the shoulder. You're gonna feel it through the pectoral muscles, through the heart, through the rib cage. Use your breath as the tool to find a little bit more space. A few more breaths. Deep inhale. And exhale, slowly, mindfully. Go ahead and release. Right hand comes back down to the mat. Slow rotation, drawing the right leg to meet the left. Awesome. Just readjusting yourself on the belly. Reach both hands out to the sides. Maybe take your forehead or your chin to the ground. And then really rotate the shoulders down. Just for one moment. You can even take the palms, flip them up, and then draw the hands down by the sides as well. Gives us a little bit more rotation through the shoulders. Deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and take the hands under the shoulders. We're going to draw ourselves up to a tabletop. And then you want to take that mini bolster, or you want to take a bigger pillow or bolster and just lay it down the center. If you have a couple pillows, you can just kind of stack them one in front of the other. And then I'm going to take my knees just slightly outside of the bolster, and we're going to kind of round through the spine. So we've gone open this way, right? And now we're going to kind of round through the spine and do a little bit of a counter stretch through the lower back. You may have been feeling like a lot of compression through the shoulders, the thoracic spine, maybe even into the lower back. So we're just going to kind of, give a little love to both sides of the body. So knees are going to come to the outside of that pillow or that bolster, and then you're going to drape your body over it, almost like you're in child's pose, but you're just up a little bit higher. And you can look to one side or the other. You may switch halfway in between. Just let the arms rest, the shoulders kind of rest in. And let the toes touch. Or you can even take the hands down by the sides. Just gives you a little bit more room for the shoulders to fall. Continued breath. Rotate mine to the other side. And then take it short ways on the mat. We're going to take the legs over so that the bolster is under the knees, and then come all the way down to the spine. Shoulders drawn together and down, heart nice and open. And then if you can, take the bottoms of the feet together, let the knees fall wide. But keeping the legs just ever so slightly elevated on that bolster or pillow. Feeling grounded through the back, through the shoulders. Making any minor little adjustments as you continue to settle in, but remaining connected to the breath, connected to you. Continued breath. Option to keep the legs elevated. Option to remove the bolster or the pillow. Bottoms of the feet stay together as close to you as possible. Knees float a little bit wider. You may feel a little bit more intensity through the hips here. So just listening to what feels good. Again, shoulders drawn together and down, heart open, neck nice and long. Continued breath. One more moment here. Awesome. And when you're ready, drawing the knees back together, go ahead and step the feet wide, almost wider than the mat, allowing your knees to come together. It's just a little bit of a counter pose through the hips. Hands can rest to the hips or the thighs, whatever feels good. You can even take them out by your sides. Continue that breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through the nose. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and heel toe the feet back together on the mat. Option to take the knees to the chest for just a moment. You can even interlace the hands around the knees. Keep the spine pressing toward the ground. Draw the knees closer to you. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release the body. We're going to be coming into our final relaxation. So if you have any other final postures you'd like to work out, please feel free. Maybe you enjoy a happy baby, peace fingers meet the big toes, hips, knees fall wide. Maybe you are ready for your Shavasana and you come to a full resting pose. So remaining connected to our breath, connected to our body, feeling gravity, feeling the ground underneath of us as a gentle reminder that we are loved and supported. Feeling the warmth of our muscles, feeling our movement in this moment is a gentle reminder that we are capable and equipped. One more deep inhale and exhale. And just start to bring awareness back into our body, wiggling our fingers and our toes, maybe circling our wrists and our ankles. And making our way to whichever side feels best for just a moment. When you're ready, coming up to whatever seat is comfortable, eyes remain closed. And drawing our shoulders together and down our spine, allowing our heart to be lifted and open. allowing our mind to be clear. Inhaling our arms all the way up. Hands meeting in prayer, slowly, mindfully drawing our hands down over our eyes. May we see peace. Over our mouth, may we speak peace. Most importantly, over our heart, may we feel peace. The light, the love, the energy in me sees and honors all of this in you and more, and we are one. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me this evening or whenever you catch this. It's such an honor to be with you. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you keep your heart open.